Okay, now the audio should be working. Okay, welcome back to another live stream today. Oh, I could just do that. I like this better than that other thing. As you can see, I've been a little busy, and I've decided to do a little off camera mining. And I maxed out oak, birch, spruce, dark oak, acacia, jungle, almost all of fig, all of tenderwood. I haven't really started on mangrove, though lush, whatever this is called, the fruit, and the lumies. So the lumies, the mangrove, and the vine sap and fig logs are the only things left I have. Oh well. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to get around with this. I'm gonna test that. See if I can get to another island just with the grappling hook without even unlocking that. Oh, I can. Nice. But I have to go to that island though to get up to there instead of just throw an ender pearl. Oh, that'd be funny if they put barriers just because I'm doing this. But I've already unlocked the island, so maybe it's something related around like that. I haven't done any of these yet, but I'm planning on doing objectives on these islands. I mean, this one I may have already done. Wonder if it's gonna pop up in chat. What do we do now? I guess we mine trees. Skyblock is just that floating block. I forgot I did that. Just do the editing, remove the black background of the... Oh yeah, I didn't post that video. Never mind. It's a video about... from me. I see everything. I have 4 eyes for that reason. Oh. Nice, the music is back for hypixle. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't have a problem with it. That would be very sad if YouTube did. I like this music. I'd have to edit out basically the whole entire video. I gave up on editing videos that are longer than an hour, unless I'm making like a movie now. So, well, I feel like I should go back and edit those ones. You know, the engineer one? The editing software that I had didn't do a single thing. It just took the video, showed me all the edits that I made, and did also a Movivia editor, and it requires you to pay after paying to get it. Like I paid $100, and then I would have had to pay $130 just to be able to make a short little video. Once I become a big enough YouTuber, maybe, but right now that's a little out of my grasp. There's other things that I might run into that it's like, well, my life isn't determined 100% yet because I haven't chosen anything. But it is what it is. I'm gonna try doing this on and off throughout the rest of time. And if I get popular enough, then I'll just stick with it. So there's not really any reason not to. It's just free, essentially. You don't have to be hurting forever when you're like 60 because you decided to do a real physical job. I mean, there's some people out there that do physical jobs and they aren't in pain at all when they're 60. Which props to them, because I don't think I'll make it to there without having some pains. But it's funny to just think about the future and try planning around it. Because I mean, I've been trying to plan around that thing for a while now. And it hasn't been useful at all to me. I've just realized that I'm old enough now where within the next 4 years I should probably have like a wife. Which is crazy to me because I thought it was like far off, but no, it's only 4 years from now. I just realized this is a real weird thing to talk about on YouTube, especially as a Minecraft YouTuber. I'm not gonna be a dream repeat. That's a little odd. Also, it's interesting how little it's being talked about anymore in the community area where I've been. Makes sense that I don't care as much anymore about it, but it's just interesting that we're, you know, still popular guy, still everything, but it's just, I feel like, well, I don't know, all of the videos are interesting, but I don't know 100% of it, but it's just interesting to see that like a miner. Weird. It shouldn't be allowed. But Discord allows it now since they banned one of the bots that protects people. People who specifically just do that. Which? Yeah, let's just bring it all controversial. I like it. Even though I said earlier I didn't want to get controversial at all. It eventually grabs everything. You eventually have an opinion by the age of like... People might not like your opinion, but it doesn't mean that your opinion is a bunch of... Your opinion might have some backing behind it. And I mean, there's some people that don't even know what they're arguing about when they are arguing. I'll take ice for example. For example, and just labels a real thing. ICE is only getting the illegal ones, not the legal ones who decided to get all their paperwork done and all of that. And also, throwing a brick at someone is attempted murder. You're not trying to just hurt them, especially if you're aiming for their head, looking at you other places. Because it's interesting that the government is even, somewhat even allowing this. I mean, they make an example out of it, and then boom, they're gonna say that that's just like Nazi Germany with Jews. Because those people are oddly, specifically, knowledgeable when it comes to World War II, but when it comes to the thing that they're actually arguing about, it's quite empty. It's like they have like Einstein's brain for World War II, but then they have like a Skittle for the other one, which it's just non-existent. I mean, you have to give credit to some of some mice are actually kind of intelligent. I mean, you look at Stuart Little over there, he knows how to drive. I just find it interesting, it's just like that. And I know Stuart Little, I know if giving mouse a cookie. They're quite intelligent. Just not intelligent enough to know that eating a cookie will murder them. They're just poisoning them. It brings a whole new story plot line to give a mouse a cookie. Smart for a monkey. I mean, he knows the clothes part, he knows putting on clothes, he knows acting in a... Actually, I don't think a lot of people even know how to act in a public area, but Curious George gets it most of the time. I say most of the time because he messes with some of those ones. That's gonna be funny. People are gonna take this out of context and it's just gonna be... Oh, that's gonna be funny when we call Nazi just for... Oh yeah, Nazi. And then the thing that they were doing with Sydney Sweeney, where it's like the SS and they have the German dog. Oh, I just find the... interesting. Over stuff. Commercial. It's not. What's that? It starts with G. Like genetically modified words by doing something. I mean, if they're gonna argue about that, then they have a few other things that they should be looking into. And I mean, with human rights activists, I understand that everybody deserves rights. I was meaning like animal rights activists. Animals, they're on a scale. If they're your pet, they're automatically put into like a scale where it's like, yeah, nothing bad should come to them. But then you look at all of these police reports and stuff like that on rifle or even like an air rifle, and they have to go to the hospital just to get them treated. Well, that's not hospital. Is dumb because no one should hurt another animal like that, especially if they know that it's a pet. I mean, like squirrels and stuff like that. You're saying they have the same rights as us, even though they live for like maybe 10 years. I haven't looked at it. That's where they're gonna point when I point at this argument. They're gonna point that I said, oh, they only live for 10 years when they actually they live for... It's gonna be funny, because they're gonna pause too and argue that, and then they're gonna come back to this, and then they're gonna be like... Well, it kind of made my whole argument I spend like 40 minutes writing for like 2 paragraphs, because it's hard for me to write. I'm not saying it's easy for a lot of people to write. I mean, there's these friends that I have. They're a little on the spectrum. A few of them, the hospital that they were born at said they would never be able to walk or talk, and now he's just communicating like perfectly fine. He's not acting like a person that would throw bricks at another person. Which I feel like is a little strange that you would want to throw bricks at another person or even doing that. But I mean, it is a little understandable looking at how much they're paying people just to go there. It's like, no, I don't want to ruin it for everybody else that might be doing this. Find people that actually want. And of course, there is some smart people in their communities, but how many genders are there? There's 2. Prove me wrong. Okay, how did you exist then? can be two XXs. It has to be X and Y. And XX. I just find it interesting that people can't figure that out and they're like 70. They're saying all of these things exist. I know it's probably because their grandchildren are doing it, so they want to be cool to them, or their kids did it. But is it really? I don't think so. I don't think it's cool to act like an animal, like a litter box in high school, where you should be learning how to live your life like a normal person. That's where I feel like they should bring back bullying for certain things. 'Cause, I mean, not really any parent should be encouraging their kid to act like an animal unless they don't like them. Well, the difference between a mental illness and a job, Disney paying people to act like this, or other places paying people to be in these suits to encourage their team or show their team how much they want them to win. One's a job, the other one's a mental sickness. They're getting paid to do this. They probably don't like it, or maybe they do. It depends. It's just interesting to see what people consider a mental illness. It's just like, you could label off anything, and someone would have a mental illness for it. I mean, there's plenty of them. I mean, personally, I have autism, and it's not one that's hard to read. Let me see, I'm gonna have to catch this fish. Not ADHD. I don't think so, anyways. I haven't done anything for that. I can admit that I have these, but I don't have to act like a weirdo just because I have autism. I can be a functioning human in society. It's funny that we have to use the word human now in multiple conversations to label what people actually are. We're alien species communicating between each other, and it's like, oh yeah, the humans, they invented this new thing on Earth, it's called a nuclear bomb. And then they're like glorp people. Like, I understand some places it's like African American or other stuff like that, but there's no other way between there and then that I made no sense. I'll just restart that. I don't really know how to explain that. My brain just forgot what I was talking about. But it's just interesting to see how people will act to try to act special. I mean, there's plenty of proof that God exists. Plenty of it. Like, I'd say nearly 1 million writings. Not necessarily ones they go ahead, they printed off a new Bible. But if you notice that every Bible translation, there's different people that God had followers. So that's where all the different translations came from. Just because I'm trying to read doesn't mean I'm get it right. Because, I mean, you take, for example, creation, where they are saying that everything just exists because it does. Well, if it just exists because it does, can we make matter? Like, once we can make matter, you have a little bit more of an argument, but not much. Because, I mean, the ripples of something existing and then it not existing have been happening in space for a little bit, and scientists have tried figuring out how to harvest energy from nothing, which I think maybe is just gravity, the fabric of the universe, but yeah. It's interesting. I'll just bring up that word over and over again. Oh, this is so interesting. I'm gonna be causing so many problems for myself. Constantly getting at me for just saying these things. I might have a problem with that in the future. Well, Antichrist, where it's like everybody, if they want to buy something, has to have this implemented into their skin. Like on their back of their hand, I think, or on their forehead. Which I feel like is interesting because there is a way for us to argue this that it's legally here right now. It's with the Jewish people having to wear those rag things on their arm to identify them, and then they wouldn't be allowed to shop. So if you had this identification, you just couldn't shop there. Which I find very interesting how we can look from example of what we did previously in history to see what we might be looking forward to in future history. They might just like abolish the, you know, Geneva Convention list of that specifically, where you can't be against one specific group. Well, it says, do a miracle where he would like heal himself from something. But it's unknown what that would be. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not the most knowledgeable person that came up to so far with how little I know about how much there is. I mean, there's like hundreds of thousands of writings. It's interesting to see people disprove everything. I mean, it's human nature to want to know where things came from, so you assume something else. Like, that's what they did to Moses. When I think it was Moses, right? He came off the mountain with the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill. And all of the other ones, I forget them. I'll try to remember them next time when I have this conversation with y'all. And now you're gonna say, since I said in the southern hemisphere, that no, I'm just catching up on my grandma's slang that she's been using. I mean, it's something to come up with. It's a dialect. Everybody has one. It's also interesting returning, tried, and most likely succeeded how everybody's gonna think about it for a long time. With the rainbow, where he said he would not flood the earth again. But then the devil, he turned that flag into pride. You know the thing he got sent down from heaven before? He got sent down because he was too prideful. He thought of himself higher than us. God made us specifically higher than them. Which I just find crazy. Like, he's able to, like, make all of reality in, like, 6 days, it says in the Bible. But I feel like he could have just made it in one go if he wanted to. I mean, literally, all he would have to say for something to not exist is just don't exist. Which is kind of crazy to me. It's just like, imagine the most powerful people in history. He's more powerful than that. It didn't even take him 6 days to figure out how. It didn't even take him a day to figure out how to make Earth and everything in it. Can you think of anybody in history that would have been smart enough to figure out how to do this other than Isaac Newton, who basically just created all math so he could get like our doing. Yeah, but our doing, not how to make them. He just figured out, oh, well, yeah, there's a planet over there now. Well, now if I take this and look at that, oh, yeah, there's another planet. And he just kept looping that over and over until he figured out, oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of planets out there. And just think of the size of the planets as well. Skyblock got to 9. And zoology to 16. I like how people are using Roman numerals more, because it teaches people how to count. I mean, people are always disappointed, oh, like, Gen Z can't do this, Gen Z can't do that. I fall into the same area. Reactor work. It's just harder for me to run. And how to make a nuclear bomb work. But those aren't friends, so you can't make them. Especially since the government can scan you down from below and be able to see whether or not you have 60% uranium. No, this isn't even, like, angry, I'm just kind of joking about it, because it's like, you know what people were doing over there in Europe, right? They were trying to make a nuclear bomb in one of those underground bunkers, and then they failed. I also think it's interesting that they have all of these people meant to protect the president. They literally saw a person trying to climb up onto a roof for like a good 90 minutes, I'd say. I don't know how to look back on it again, but it was the first time Trump was shot at where it just got his ear. And I feel like there should be some gender things to keep people from doing jobs that require more strength or more brains. Because, I mean, protecting the president, you need a guy who can run fast, or gal, who can see problems real fast and see whether or not they should get the president out of good aim, be under 300 pounds if they're a woman. Yes, I am pointing at the one lady that basically took like a minute to get to the president after the shot happened and where he was bleeding. I also think it's interesting that a whole bunch of people knew that the person was trying to get up onto the roof of the Secret Service. People were like, nah, it's nothing to deal with. I don't see them there. The slope is too impressive. I know I'm making fun of them. Most of them probably could murder me, but I feel like you should be able to do your job that you were hired to do. And be able to do it to a scale where the president should be safe. I feel like the job you're being paid to do should be done correctly. And I know it's harder for people in combat where they have to be making split-second decisions that would change someone's life forever, or multiple, depending on who they choose. But it's like, he's our president. All of these people that are going against him and doing all of these things against him should be tried for treason. He's the current leader of the United States. Not a czar, not a emperor, not a king. He's a leader that was voted in, mind you, last time there was an election, not with Trump. Biden won by 1 million votes, but you look at the voting fraud, so much of it. There's so many people that were voting that didn't even exist. There's so many people voting in different states. And you look at that election and see how weird it was. I mean, you look at the news stations and they showed that, like, oh yeah, this person's up 1 million now. And then the next little frame thing, when they get back to it, they're down 1 million and the other person is up 1 million. Vote changes don't happen that fast in that way, where it's like, oh, it goes suddenly from, 1 million to 0 to the other person having 1 million. That just doesn't happen naturally. I mean, in the very beginning when people are starting to go over and vote, but I feel like some people who believe that the government isn't doing a single thing, I mean, they sometimes aren't, but it doesn't mean that you should intentionally try to screw them over, or us over, just because you want one thing. And most of the people that are being lobbied in now, this is a little dangerous territory, but it's fine, the government doesn't watch that much. I feel like every very big political area should have it where you're in there for a certain amount of years, like the presidency, and then you're out. You can't come back, because I feel like people would have used that. And they do. I mean, you look at the people that are getting paid like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year that are in these high areas, or more than that, probably close to $1 million. But then they get to see stocks and what's going to happen to them before anybody else. Which leads me back to the point where those people are trying to get something in that makes it where people in those positions can't buy or sell stocks until they're out of that position. Which I would find very good. But I mean, what's stopping them from just having someone in the same area telling their friends, oh yeah, you should buy this and then sell it at this point, because that, and then also gives them money, so it's like an investing. They get more in return from that. I mean, honestly, they are probably all just investing their money like that. Which is a thing that was also done by Nebraska, where they're like, yeah, these people that are in power shouldn't stay in power forever, because I mean, their scale of what needs to be done is way off. Because it's like asking a billionaire to understand poverty. They haven't been poor since they got into all that money, so they can't really fathom it. It's like asking a politician that was in there specifically just to handle a problem that was like 10 years ago, and now they're, you know, the problem's gone. They're just getting a paycheck by the government because their friends are in there. And that's where lobbying comes from. That was like it in. I mean, I know a lot of different things. I'm not saying I'm stupid. I'm also not saying the other side is stupid. I'm just saying that there's plenty of information that if it got out, a lot more people would come to one side. I also think it's interesting that the way the left side is trying to get the people to come over to them is by saying that they're stupid. In which ways does that ever pan out? It only works if you got, like, in a very weird little scenario where it's like a person in college where it's like them trying to prove a point and their teacher being like, yeah, it'll never work. Because you're stupid. Like, that is the only situation where that would work, where it's like convincing them to try to do something. Or if you're like a knowledgeable person on the subject, which is why we should also do our own research instead of just believing everything we're told. There's plenty of news stations that are actually pretty centered. I mean, some of them, they go over some things like a tiny bit, or they take them out of context since they're entertainment, not news. Which I think is funny that they can say, oh, welcome back to the news, when they signed up to be an entertainment thing, not a news thing. So they don't get sued for having misinformation. Which I feel like should be a thing that they just accept. If you're gonna spread news, whether or not, you should be willing to have the consequences of spreading false information. Yes, I mean, that makes news stations more vulnerable to people. But I feel like having misinformation and basically having to do nothing about it is a bunch of baloney. Why is it that, one second, I have to pick back my brain. I'll just go on to a different subject, but I'm pretty sure I could have given a pretty good example for that one, which is, maybe I do have ADHD. Oh well, it'll buff eventually when I get dementia. Oh, I'm joking about it now, but it might actually happen. Those are kind of interesting because every other religion is allowed, but Christianity and a few other ones like Christianity, where it's like saying stuff about Jesus. Specifically on Coca-Cola, I'm wondering why they did this, because it's very interesting to see why. Like, Coca-Cola has lost its value to me. I used to get Coca-Cola most of the time when I was younger because I liked the taste of it, and now I'm specifically just gonna do Pepsi. I don't know why. Because Coca-Cola basically allows you to write on their new bottles, right? Where it says you can put like a name or like random word on it, and then you can get it printed off, and you can have like your own special container, which is a real interesting idea. But the only thing that's really blocked on it, obviously I don't think they allow cuss words on it, but they block Jesus' name. They allow Jesus, they allow Satan, they allow all of these other religions, but just not Jesus. I wonder why that is. It's almost like, you know how Satan's trying to make people basically forget about him, right? Just not allowing people to write something. On a scale of millions. It is very interesting, especially since it was on their stuff. I mean, Fanta's got a few more props to me than Coca-Cola. Fanta was made in the Nazi regime as a Pepsi replacement. Actually, I think it may be Coca-Cola. I'll ask some of the people that are highly informed, SS and all of that are all these political writings. Oh, that'd be funny. See, right here. Nope, no one here. That's completely fine. I'm used to talking to myself. Oh, that's weird. That is something I would have to be semi-concerned about. Yeah, I'll do that. Stream can be a little bit dumber, but I would prefer things not to happen. Specifically fly. I feel like there should be some form of database thing that keeps track of people who silently call in these things, and it like sees where they're at too. And if it is anything serious and it isn't immediately deleted, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just like in a system where if anybody clicks a button, it's immediately gone for their information. But it was on that. Like, you don't want someone who reported a murderer to be murdered in for example, because I don't think anybody wants that. A murderer to murder the person that reported them for murdering. I feel like it should be some advanced, somewhat artificial intelligence, where the more it learns, it just figures out, oh, this information should exist afterwards, because I thought that was eyeballs there for a second. Because sometimes these people that call in these things, they should go to jail. Okay, so say someone calls in a bomb threat on a school, or on a church, or on a supermarket. What should be done about it? Say they call it in secretively like that. I just find it interesting that there isn't anything like this already. But, you know, me just showing how a system can be more efficient. Minecraft redstone. Scrap mechanic. Because currently designing a computer that can't be physically hacked at all. That will show the word of God. Just the word, it will be the whole entire Bible. I just need to set up a bunch of AND gates and set up a few backup systems. So if anything changes, you have to find out how in this one solid cube. Or actually, I'll just put all of the gates into a single block and I'll leave the screen. So good luck. Because as soon as you make something, it will proclaim an error. Well, I mean, you can mess with the... I'll have to add a backup system for that too. It'll just be an extremely laggy machine, just because I don't want people to mess with the word of God, since that's blasphemy. If you write something that leads someone astray. In that way. Or maybe it's gossip or other stuff like that, but it... You'll allow that community to be able to see it. There's quite a few people that I don't know if they know God in that community. Which is just interesting to me. How little there is known about a specific thing in a community. Okay, now you're gonna come over here and... No, you get over here. Okay, now you come on. Nice. When did I get 100,000 coins? Before I can go backwards, so, I mean, that's a little ways. You know, like 7 trees. Oh, nice. I will never get. Skill comes at in hypixle, well, in just combat in general, because I was gonna bring up like combat, like where does the skill come from? It's like, how do you learn how to be better at combat in Minecraft? Because it's basically just mashing a button a bunch, get them in the air and then hit them repeatedly from below, and it's just, they are done for. Unless they have a shield, but it'd be interesting to see who can mine the most amount of blocks on hypixel so far. With one block being broken on this island. How many blocks can you make with a single hit with an axe? a single hit, I mean like a single block being broken. Single hit, you basically just nothing. Okay, more mud worms. Mud worms. Oh. Oh yeah, that's what the word was that I was looking for when I was right here earlier. Dyslexia. It's kind of funny though that I'm trying to make my own coded language. What is that one code? It's one that the CIA had trouble with cracking a few years back. It's on a stone in the middle of like a courtyard somewhere. There's still a part of it that hasn't been solved though. ChatGPT. I will admit I am using ChatGPT to make some of these images. Okay. What is the stone bat? What is this kind of Google search thing that pops up? Protects from negative energy. What do you mean light does the same thing? If you're depressed, just go out in the sunlight. You'll automatically become undepressed. It's like magic. Like it's like vitamin D actually does something. Ah, Kryptos, yeah. Yeah, it's specifically named that. I was thinking of like QWERTY keyboard, because it's like individual new words, like the keyboard that you have right in front of you, I'm pretty sure. If not, you still do, because if you're on controller, you basically go to the comments, it's right there. If you are on a computer watching this, it's right there. If you're on phone, it's the same as Xbox in that case, where it's just like still right in front of you, but yeah, it's Kryptos. Like I built nested Kryptos things, and I designed them to be weird, so it's harder to even understand. Like it's nested. Oh yeah, I know it's nested. So there's Kryptos within Kryptos within Kryptos, but it's not named. It's not named Kryptos. It's like you get QWERTY keyboard on the top part, and you get normal alphabet on the right part. You take the normal alphabet on the right part, and that is your hidden word. Then you use the hidden word plus the word that you're trying to spell. So you find the hidden word on the right, and then you go over to another word, a letter. Then you go up, and then you encode it as that. To decode, it's the same thing, but you take it opposite. So you take the top down to it, but you have to know the hidden word that is in the alphabet that rearranges all of the letters. All 26 of them. And then also, I took it through A1Z26, and then I made like math problems out of it. It's kind of funny. See what it comes up with afterwards. That's funny, you guys are gonna say that's a sad life just because of earlier content. And I said, oh, he's got to fix stone stuff. 7-4, yes. It's not actually, it's a kind of an interesting thing. I like codes like this. I wish there was a way to, like, encode things on a computer to make it where it's impossible to know what is being said. Like, you can't even look at the code for certain parts, like, you do not have permissions for the hidden words. Or to see the table where it shows the hidden word, plus that to see what also, when you're encoding languages, you have to be careful to not overlap letters. I specifically overlapped because it just makes it harder for people to decode. Because you either get this one or you get that one. So it's and it goes across the whole entire thing. So you either get like one that is like says the frog jumped on the log, which you might get, or you get the dogs on lawn. Yes, you could also get nothing, because in a coding language like that, you could make it where if something is specifically done, like exclamation point or question mark 5, you go to that on the table and there's literally nothing there. So it's just a bunch of jargon to try to confuse people who don't even know what it is. Because, I mean, it's easier to confuse someone by putting a bunch of nonsense in their face than it is putting sense in their face. Because when you put nonsense in someone's face, they either believe it as it is, which that's a little scary. Because that's what people are doing nowadays with all political stuff. It's none of it's looking in back behind it. It's all just what they promise, not what they've done or anything like that. It's just, oh yeah, this guy called Epstein, I heard he's a nice guy. I'm sorry for all the people that come across this that would find that offensive or have been in that scenario. I do not mean this to be offensive, I'm just trying to make it funny. Because it's like saying that he's a nice guy without even looking at what he's done. Which is horrible, to say the least. There's plenty more things you could say about it, that's why I said to the least. Come on, get down here, I know you can. Dreadwing? Okay, you're going first, because you're saying good. Oh, I don't want to get eaten by the tree again. There's 500,000. Or 500,000, there's 500k. Which is not very small. That seems to be paid off every time there seems to be a problem between one person and another. Or more than that. Come on, yeah, no. I give up. I have a leading game. And that is completely fine with me. It's fine. plus damage, 15 strength, 28 sweet. That's kind of good. That was almost comparable to what I had last time. There's tree. Oh, didn't get up there. Anyways, I just find it interesting that most people judge people off of what they do first. Which, it's interesting to see why they even... Which doesn't make much sense, but... Missed that jump. Now it looks like I'm a moron. Absolute moron. Oh, nice. A lot of Iron Man accounts actually on here. Oh, Sam. Remember you. Ask him how it's been. You don't remember? POV gaslighting. Oh, I've never met him before. I'm just gaslighting to see what his reaction will be. The dungeon run a month ago. Oh, this is awesome, the gaslighting. Oh. That is fine. Oh no, I feel bad. See ya, man. Oh, I have to leave. I don't feel good about doing that. Well, let's just go /is. Oh my crap. 1,000? That's kind of good. I didn't expect you to do that much. Let's see, what other... Oh, let's close ChatGPT real quick. What other games should I do? Because we're on a roll today. I should gaslight people. No, it's not fun. Ruins their day. What else should I do? Let's pick up all that. Jungle wood. Don't have enough storage. Stretch sticks. What? I honestly don't know what that is. I'm gonna drop stuff off in storage. Wood. I don't like that you can't build with mangrove. Okay, your mangrove. That's interesting. Doesn't work. Oh, I hotkeyed a key so I can press it and it should be muting. Like when I click O. Oh no, of course. I clicked O to hotkey it, but it's actually 0. So it just makes me go quiet. Can't reach any cameras. I should wall off this area. Well, let's see. 2.5, that's pretty good. It's not bad. Kicked while joining. Your world presently occupied? What do you mean? Try again in a moment. Well, if I got hacked, this would be an interesting little time to figure it out, especially since I had 300 million on that account. Highest amount I've ever had, but it would just be interesting to see it, I guess. Really? You can't go far enough out to even get to that purple glass? What is this? Oh, they were trying to parkour under. There's not much going on under. Well, that's kind of cool, actually. The shadow of that's gone through. I hear like a constant phone ringing now in my head. It's a weird balloon. Abandoned ship. Wait, can I even get in? I mean, I could, but the smoke. There I am. You walk into it and you crouch when you get close to the bottom and just flings you out. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. They added these now to point where you go. I like that. The start. The end. Best time. No, you're not supposed to spoil it. I guess that happens when you actually can run. Yeah. Personal best was 16 seconds. I got there late by 4. Let's see if my control key will work. Then I'm pressing with my index finger. Yeah, let's just reset. What? I can't enter my inventory. Sad day. Well, let's see. Can I join back? There we go. Oh, automatically put me on this account. I thought the sorrow tears would be going back and forth. Dang, booster cookies are selling fast, though. You invest in the booster cookie. Oh, nice million difference now. By a dozen. Hmm? What? All by one person they spent 12 million. And there goes all the booster cookies. Nice, I haven't seen those numbers. Got 3 million. That would be a pretty good investment. Let's buy 12. What about the Titanic? Oh, they used to be 1 million. Colossal. That's pretty good. Here, I'll set up a buy order for like 25. $25 colossal experience bottles for that. That's kind of a crazy investment. Oh, I wish you could have maps. What? What did they do? You guys know. They used to have something where you could see the red mushrooms. Now they're just back to this. Well, that's a little disappointing. Can make one enchanted cactus now. It only took 5 years. Well, almost, I believe. How old is this account? Year and 11 months. It's almost gonna be 2 years old. Okay. Yeah. Every time I get on here now, I go over there and drop off an enchanted baked potato. It just reminds me of the Great Potato War. I know I'm never going to be able to catch up with anybody up there now, but it's just interesting. I should really put lava down in that. My little trade shop. I don't know who that is. Emergency loan. Only used for 2030. Alright. Took enough out. Like, I mean, Hyperion, I could. I still have no idea what I should do with this massive room. I mean, I could use it to build things. Where'd the cow come from? I don't have any cow minions. Here's the golden cave of the red dragon that I'll eventually make. Set sail for another game. Yeah. Here, I'll give you guys some feeler. Here, select that. Boom. Now you guys don't have to watch it slowly fade and then come back. Okay, which one do we do? Yeah, we'll do Team Fortress 2. Bump on top of my hand. Bone was a tumor. Feels like it's getting bigger, but it just hurts. Perfect. I like this. What the heck did I just peel off my chin? I have no idea.
The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
Build in the sentry.
Success. We have secured the enemy intelligence.
Everybody go Team Fortress Classic.
The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
Sentry
We
going
have
up.
taken the enemy intelligence.
Thanks, mister.
Nabil does sentry there. That's all we should need to defend it. Sandwich is John game. Okay, we're gonna get closer.
Much obliged. Erected and
So
dispenser.
if any scouts run by, they can't go like. Just makes them freak out. Also, those scouts can run straight in rather than back and down below and around.
Victory.
Got one kill. Maybe Team Fortress Classic, because Team Fortress 2 is just dying. Here, TF2. Team Fortress 2 classified. Anyways, minimize that. Tab. Here, I'll just play Topside server. Topside. I quite like Arena. It's fun. Soldiers become easier to anger engineers. Because now you can volley things over. Still have Minecraft running in the background. I think that'd be interesting, like mixing a team's intelligence. So like green and yellow are on the same side. Their intel is stacked over each other. And then blue and red are also on one side and their intel's stacked over each other, so you don't want to hurt your other ally. Because you both share the same area. Hello? Okay, let's just... Blue's Minecraft. There we go. Let's just... Random.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight! Fight to the death.
Come on, get over here, yellow demo. I can see. There, now I'm safe from one hit.
5,
Health.
4, 3, 2, 1. Control point enabled. Get going.
There,
Alert. The control point is being captured. Victory.
got 9 kills in that round. Almost 2 whole teams.
Five, four, three, two.
Here, I have an idea. I'm gonna stay AFK for
Begin.
a second.
First blood. That was fast. Five, four, three, two, one. Control point enabled. Move. Alert. The control point is being contested.
Okay, now let's see what I can do.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Yeah, I gotta stir it up. So well done again. This pyro mumble.
Five, four, three, two, one.
No.
Fight.
I have to learn how to hit these arching rockets.
Five, four, three, two, one. Fight. point enabled.
I'll let Heavy as a sandwich.
Victor. Flawless victory. You did well. Finally.
Finally.
Five.
We're gonna win every time as long as we survive.
2, 1.
There you go.
Fight to the death.
It's called Lasik. Wiped out the whole of blue. And I think hang on there, medic. As long as I'm still alive.
Three, two, one. The point is now available for capture.
Heavy's going in. The yellow soldier right here got him.
Victory. Five, four, three, two, one. Begin.
Okay, ready. Oh, this 24 character. Just go in there. Yeah, we'll see when I win. Me and oh, we still have our engineer. And Heavy. Characters we lost is Demos.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control point enabled. Get going.
Oh, you're building Uber.
I am fully charged.
I would use down help keep clicking.
Victory.
Why stump up?
Five, four, three, two, one. Fight to the death.
How about I go?
2,
We have one.
1. Control point enabled. Move.
Where's the yellow?
Victory. Five, four, three, two, one.
I think it's
Begin.
the countdown.
Four, three, two, one. Control point enabled.
Yeah,
Victory. Flawless victory. Now do it again.
I wonder if he's alive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.